Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special TDM podcast. You know what I mean? We are interviewing a very, very humble, special, unique individual. Uh, I mean, I'm not gonna do no introduction because this man is special. He can do that for you. Oh, you finna dab first?
Oh, Uce Hefner. Why didn't I just dab, during the intro?
Me?
Yeah,
Off tops. Might as well.
proper,
That's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? Enjoy yourself. Dabathon. You can't dab, you should keep your baby lungs at home. It's not for you. We understand that. You know what I mean? Well, Mr. Uce Hef, where are you from, my guy?
Ooh, right here in South Side San Jose.
Hey.
Crazy, I was telling Mara, when I pulled up, I was like, oh yeah, I used to live right here.
Yeah, right down the street, literally, right?
I was like, literally right here. I was like, this is my house from here.
Yeah, buddy, man. And if somebody, let's say if somebody who didn't know who you were, and you were to give them a small rundown of who you are, what would you say?
Like in the community, I've done music, and I ran like a pretty popular studio in the community for a while. But like who I am, I'm from like myself.
Hey, no.
I don't know. I think I'm still trying to find that. Like I've been on like a self-help journey.
Right.
I think you've helped along that path.
Hey man, thanks, King. I'm trying.
So yeah, I've been on a journey to find who I am, I guess. But yeah, for the most part, I think it's just I did music for a while.
Well, then within the music, man, what do you do in what do you do in music? Like, tell me about it, because let's say people follow you on social media, and let's say people probably went to high school with you, but then when people be like, "Oh, that's my boy Uce Hefner," he does something with music, because they don't know necessarily. Yeah. You know what I mean? What all do you do, man? What all have you done in music?
I've done my own projects. Like I've dropped my own projects, dropped some videos.
Okay.
And then started a studio to kind of like offset recording cost, and then like the studio business actually took off to where I was like, oh shit, like more than just being able to fund like my music cost, I was able to like live off of it. I was like it just became like an actual business. So I transitioned more from like artist to like behind the scenes running like the studio, up and coming artists. I was teaching people how to do like artist development, like
damn, say no more. That's crazy. My man is I didn't know it was all like that, family.
Yeah.
When you say you did your own projects, did you do a lot of work by yourself, or are you working with a lot of local artists?
I had a lot of help. When I first started like doing music, I worked with an artist out here in South San Jose called Enormous the Ox. And after that, I got into my own situation. Wanted to learn how to do this thing on my own, so I started like really promoting towards like the Polynesian market. Like it's pretty easy to like get into that market when you're Samoan.
Right.
It's poly support polys. You know what I mean?
Off tops.
But also like with that being said, like polys also bring polys down. Like those would be like the same people that'll bring you down, as well. But like I also noticed like those were my biggest haters were like coming from like the Polynesian community, but also my biggest supporters as well.
Right. Hey man, I can dig it, because I feel the same way. Being a brother, you know how it works, but it is what it is. One of the dopest things about you is that you're able to express a lot of your pain through humor, and a lot of your education through humor, and being just creative in your creativity. You use a lot of humor that I personally don't feel that a lot of people can grasp. Yeah. And get the concept of, and then fully enjoy it and indulge with you. Like, you feel like this what the fuck, it flies. I think it just flies over a lot of folks' heads. But that beautiful humor that you got, man, where do you get it from, bruh?
I think it just comes from not wanting to be in darker places.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, and then I do have darker humor too. Like even like the night I got shot, I'm sitting here like laughing, telling jokes, like, because I just didn't want anyone to. I didn't want anyone to like see that I was sad. If that was gonna be like my last night, I was like, oh yeah, no, we were laughing till I was done.
Facts.
You know, so,
hey,
yeah, I've been in darker places, so I always try to like keep it funny. I mean, there's like a comedian I follow on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Tongan Tupac.
Okay.
And brothers, he's locked down right now, but like he has a full comedy career behind bars.
Full
comedy career. Bro got some of the funniest skits, bro. Like, and like man, that just makes me think like, man, you don't need like all the latest equipment. You don't need like the fanciest backdrop. You don't need like the fanciest studio, bro. Like you need like you need, you know,
that
like
creative material.
Yeah, you just need that creative material. And man, like shout out to that guy. Like, and I see like, man, like this dude is a thug. Like,
right. No, for real.
But through his humor, man, you would never guess that. Like he tries to keep everything lighthearted. He tries to keep everybody laughing. It's like, man, he's like, man, I'd rather people see this side of me, you know? And I always took that I was like, man, yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm trying to, you know, express myself that way too. I don't need I'll be going through it. Like today I was trying to fade a coworker.
Right.
You know?
Hey, yeah, no, man. Hey, speak on that, man. Matter of fact, that's funny because we was talking about how I seen on your Facebook, it said something about, you can always tell the coworker snitch or something. Yeah. That's the first thing you got to catch the fade with or something.
Yeah,
man. What's going on, man? Is it just like a normal thing when you're at a job site and it happens to be that one snitch and it's like, you know what, bruh?
I think every job has that. You mean that unspoken hierarchy where you know they have like a, you know, like for instance, like you know my thing was this happened to be a relative of the boss. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, unspoken hierarchy. You know, like
thinking they ready for the wild shit.
Yeah,
man. Look, man. You employees out there that think you guys are too cool and you're above the fucking pay grade that everybody else is getting. Calm that shit down, man. Everybody has a job to do. Make sure you do yours and don't worry about the other nigga who's doing his. Because that person might be with this shit and might ask you a question like, "What would you ask?" I
just asked him if he wanted to run the friendly. I said, "Would you like to step outside
for the friendly?" And for those who don't understand, for those out there in the world, that means would you like to go outside and knuckle up, fisticuffs, but in a nice way to when we're done, there's no animosity or evil, you know, bitterness or none of that. We're gonna go back inside happy as you know, because it's a friendly. It means a friendly fade.
Yeah. I even told him like we can catch this and then loser buys lunch.
Man, simple. You're such a gentleman.
And that was it.
You're such a gentleman. That's
but
terrible.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop trying to fight at work. Like
right, that's not gonna
like
anywhere.
I gotta stop trying to do that unless I want to be a UFC fighter. Like it's not my job to fight at work. I gotta stop trying to raise up on people. So
no, I can dig it. That's
another part of that self-help journey that I'm trying to Uce.
Right. Well, hey, it's funny that you said that. Man, whoever loses, you pay for this lunch. You're from San Jose. I've been out here for like 6 years now, man, and it's hard to come across some really good restaurants. What's up with that? And why? And matter of fact, fuck the restaurant spot. Why ain't there no good pop-ups like we got in Oakland, or we got like, you know what I mean, or just the idea of why can't I go get some good food past 11 p.m. in San Jose? Like I'm talking good food, something that's actually good.
Yeah. Well, I think because San Jose doesn't support like a culture, they don't want like the citizens to have a culture. They do, like the city does everything possible to try to break a culture.
Speak on it.
Like you'll see, like we only have about like 800 officers. So if we had a pop-up that supported about 20,000 people, do you think 800 officers at one time, and that's 800 officers total, so maybe only 300 officers on shift, you think that 300 officers can handle a 20,000 people event?
Definitely not.
If it got chaotic. If 1,000 people started to act up, do you think the 300 officers would be able to handle that?
Definitely not. They're already outmanned.
Yeah, so like so it's by design. They want to break our culture by design. So you're going to see them get rid of things because they don't want a culture here. They don't want us to band together. If we had one gang, like there's 5,200 gang members in San Jose. If we had one gang that had 1,000 gang members, that's bigger than our police force. We wouldn't be able to handle that.
But dummies wanted to divide so badly, and they don't know how to unify.
So it's by design. Like it's they want to keep rents high. They want to get rid of. I mean, like you can see what they like. You can see like they're getting rid of Section 8 housing in certain places, certain areas, moving them, pushing them further and further out. If you can see like the downtown area, there's no going to be like there's no longer single family homes. In the downtown area, it's all going to be high rises. I mean, even the South San Jose starting to get high rises.
Yeah, facts. I
mean, like, they don't want a culture here, and then like they drive prices up so high for the common people that they can't have a culture here because they're too busy going to work and coming home.
Now, when you was growing up out here, you said that they don't have no culture out here, and I can definitely dig that because I can see how they've been doing a great job of dividing and then allowing all these different ethnicities to move in here. But when you were growing up out here, was there a point in time where there were more of a black presence out here? Because I mean, it's kind of rare that I hardly see black people out here.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like in San Jose, there was a big black presence when like the car manufacturers were out here. Like even like the Ford factory is where like Great Mall was.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they even like if you go in Great Mall, they still have like old Model Ts inside the mall, like as a display.
Damn.
Like that was on the original floor.
Damn.
It's like it's right inside the Great Mall. But like that's when all the black families lived in San Jose. But then like when they moved the factory to Manteca, I think it was, that's when you saw like the mass exodus of black people move to the valley. And that's where like, and now you'll see generations of them. Like those blacks have been there since the 80s.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
All those blacks that migrated in the 80s, they're all Modesto, Manteca, Merced, all those families, they're all from San Jose. If you talk to all those black families from them, they originated from San Jose. They still have ties here. A lot of them come back and forth. Even some of the Cripsets, they're the same. Like the Merced Cripsets and the San Jose Cripsets, they're
same
like
folks, same
chapter because it's just they're all family.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like the blacks moved out of San Jose when the car manufacturers did.
See, I was wondering.
Yeah, and then like growing up, we had blacks. It was sparse, but it was just not sparse. Like I think the Latins outnumbered everybody to where it was like the numbers didn't look big. Like it's not black and white here. It's not even black and brown. It's pretty much predominantly brown. It's like 80% brown, and then the rest of us kind of fill in the blanks.
Yep.
I would say that there's more black people than Samoans.
Yeah, probably.
And the crazy thing is like we have actual whole Samoan hoods in San Jose. So like, but I would say that there's still more black people than Samoans, but it's still sparse. Like blacks are probably the 5%, Samoans are probably 1%.
Damn. Yeah, no, the numbers are extremely low, and I was just figured I'd ask somebody who's definitely from out here.
I didn't realize. The crazy you say that because I didn't realize that we didn't have a huge black population until I went to Oakland and saw the most beautiful black girls I've ever seen. Like, I'm talking like, every single black girl that passed by me was amazingly gorgeous. Ooh. I was like, all y'all should be like in music videos and like not even like rap video gorgeous. No. I'm talking like just beautiful black women gorgeous. Like you guys look like regular women. Like you guys could be doctors, lawyers, or
whatever
physical trainers.
Yeah,
whatever y'all doing. Like not even video gorgeous. Like you guys just beautiful women. Everybody was like the cashier, the women walking down the street, women at the stoplight. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Gentlemen, listen up. You ever look for a beautiful black woman, go to Lake Merritt on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's where I was.
Tell you,
I was at Lake Merritt. I was at Lake Merritt, bro. It was like a fairyland at Lake Merritt.
Fairyland, go to
Oh, man, fairyland at Lake Merritt, man. I went for my cousin has my cousin Jordan has a sickness, and they did a walk for her sickness down there.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, and the view was amazing. The lake was cool, but the view was amazing. So much chocolate in the area.
Man, I'm telling you, you can get diabetes quick.
Man, Willy Wonka would have been dancing.
I'm talking about quick, boy. I'm talking different shades of brown, boy.
I went to Oakland and I felt like Charlie, man. I felt like I got the golden ticket.
Yeah,
I got a ticket to the chocolate factory.
Boy. If y'all haven't been, just go. That's on y'all. But
yeah, Oakland, man. Oakland is
another dope thing
culture.
about. Yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of that, you know they getting ready to do the first psychedelic conference in Oakland this weekend. You know about that?
Nah, man. Why didn't they invite me?
I'm gonna give you. I'll make sure you got all the information before we get, because I'm going for surely.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
But speaking of the hype, man, psychedelics, something you talk about. You're trying to help educate people on constantly. Trying to show people what they would say, show them the light. And excuse me, being a man of great understanding that I have, man, I got testimonies upon testimonies I can go with, you know, just showing people this is the light, you know, whether it comes from just, you know, actual my physical health or even my mental health, sicknesses, you know, there's so many different things that I've gained aid from. But you, my brother, what is your stance on psychedelics for the general public?
I think I'm not gonna be one of those people like think that, oh, everyone should be doing this. I don't think it's for everyone. I think it's like for anyone that needs it, you know, because you get out of your trip what you want out of it. You know, like if you feel like partying, you're gonna be in a party mood. If you feel like healing, then you're gonna be healing. But also, if you feel like it's not gonna work for you or you're optimistic about it, I wouldn't try it at all. You know, if you have some things that's going on where you absolutely can't shake, or you feel like you need to distract yourself and you're not ready to face those demons, I wouldn't try it at all.
That's what's up. Now, when it comes to psychedelics, do you have a favorite form of psychedelics?
Yeah, Molly.
Molly?
Yeah, Molly.
And
like, man, if I could do it daily, I would.
The MDMA guaranteed, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, man.
I forgot that guy's name, the scientist who came up with it. The dude he's from like Berkeley, right? Or he's either Berkeley or Palo Alto area. I have to see the link on this dude, man. Dude is incredibly smart. He was the one who broke down he created this. He took the sassafras and he was taking the steps in, and he had a huge laboratory where he was making a whole bunch of different unique things. Like I said, I was seeing the information. It's pretty wild how they did him, how they shut him down. But outside, inside of the idea of where we at right now on psychedelics, we grew up with the people telling us that cannabis is the gateway drug. Do you believe that cannabis is a gateway drug personally?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. The gateway to like Jack in the Box, the Taco Bell. Definitely the gateway leads you to some munchies.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely. Like
facts.
Led me to some...
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, that's a major facts, man. With all that you've gained, mentally and psychologically when it comes to taking different psychs, if you could go back in time at any age and give yourself a message, what would you tell the young you, and what age would this be that you tell yourself this message?
Man, I wish I could just tell him to like do it, like all of it, like whatever you're holding back on, like holler at that female. You know what I mean? Like take them shots, take all those shots that I didn't take. Cause now that I see, like, man, even if I missed them, like I would have had plenty more opportunities. Like it wasn't the end of the world. Like,
say that. What else?
I probably would have gifted myself psychedelics a long time ago, if possible. Like, I think I had so much like anger, aggression, anxiety that were just like unnamed or unrecognized, and I didn't have like the emotional knowledge at the time to even navigate through it. So I was dealing with it in crazy ways by like, you know, just acting out, you know, being violent, you know,
right.
And yeah, just I would have given myself that, like, help me forgive myself a lot for things that I didn't accomplish, or, you know what I mean, like, felt like I wasn't worthy for. Yeah, I think I would have told myself a lot of stuff, dude. Like,
now, at what
would have had a conversation.
At what age?
Early. It'd be like 7.
Yeah, young.
Like 7. It'd be like 7. Yeah. Go ahead and jack off early too, bro.
Yeah.
I would tell myself, go ahead, bro.
Just knock it out now. Fuck it.
Go ahead and knock it out now, dude. I remember like I wanted to, dude. But like I grew up in like a religious household, so like I didn't want to like pleasure or touch myself, bro. When I found out that you could do that,
hey,
boy,
game over, boy.
No, we didn't even have that, bro. Like I had Metro Web.
Oh man. Kids don't know nothing about Metro Web.
Oh man,
that was like, terrible. I took forever to upload.
Man, and then like it wouldn't even load up like porn. I'd have to go on like rotten.com and then look at like a titty pic on there, bro.
It's pretty wild. Damn, them was the days.
Oh man, the early days of like mobile internet was.
Oh, it was horrible.
It was horrible, bro. Like
horrible.
You ever try to jerk off the pixels?
Yeah, off top.
Oh man. Terrible. Oh man, bro, that's just worse than jacking off to like the scramble porn, like the little, you know, like when you're a kid, when you turn the A and B switch, and then like at nighttime the HBO channel turned to porno, and then it turns all scrambled.
Yep.
You see, they're trying to make it out. Like, is that a nipple?
My guy over there is too young for that time. He doesn't know.
Oh man, the Adam and Eve channel, man. Adam and Eve channel, I remember that. The Spice channel, like
the Spice channel. Remember BT Uncut?
BT
Niggas
Uncut.
waited up to 3 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
just to see some buns.
Oh man, I remember the first time I saw the Tupac, the how do you want it?
Oh yeah, the uncut one.
I was, man, the first time I saw the uncut video, I was like, Tupac nasty.
It's wild.
Tupac, you nasty. Man, they had this girl. She was like pouring champagne on her head, and it was like dripping out of her mouth, down her breast, and then down her vagina, and then Tupac was just in a jacuzzi in a hot tub catching the champagne
in
a cup. Like, but it's dripping off her pube, and then he just like sipped it. And I remember I just go, that is so unsanitary.
Man, that boy didn't care at all. They living a wild life in his young 20s.
And I was like, he ain't worried about like jacuzzi water getting in there. Like, yeah, of course, he got this girl dandruff in there. Like,
oh man, that man is sick, man.
I said, Tupac, you are nasty.
Wow, no, that's real. Another dope thing I always feel like asking people is if a lot of times I feel like, you know, I'm misunderstood on a lot of different things just because of who I am. But in your opinion, what do you think that is the most misunderstood thing about you, or that you seem to get from people?
I think everyone thinks I'm depressed. Yeah, I don't know, like or like they think I'm not having a good time if I'm not like talking constantly. Like I'll go to an event and I'll be schmollied out.
Off tizza, boy, enjoying
the time of my fucking life, bro. Right? Not knowing that everybody's whispering like, "Hey, what's good with him? Is he okay? is he good? Like, I had no fucking idea that everybody was thinking that I'm like, in my, like, we in my head, you know what I mean? I just be chilling, but I'm a observer when I go out, you know, like,
right.
I might only be like, whoever's next to me might be the only people that hear me roasting everyone that's around, but everyone always assumes that like I'm having a bad time.
Because you're not a jumpy, jolly fucking smile.
Yeah. Because they see like they see my personality on IG or Facebook, and they think that I'm supposed to be like the comedian all day. Right. Like I'm supposed to be telling jokes to them constantly, and I'm like, oh, I'm an observant. But everyone thinks that if I'm not constantly telling jokes, that I'm angry or upset or I'm depressed. Yeah, and I was just like, I always this year I've constantly had to explain that to people. Like, I'm good. People have even like, people have even pulled me to the side and just been like, hey, you know, just you know, you're worthy, you know, and we love you and people love you. And I was like, yeah, that's like suicide talk. Like, that's like, you know, this kind of language. But, and I totally appreciate people, you know, I appreciate the hell solid people, whatever they're sensing, whatever vibe they might like you said, people don't read into my humor.
Right, don't understand it.
People don't understand the humor, so people are. I guess people think that people think that I'm like suicidal if I'm talking about like having a bad day or something. You know what I mean? Like, man, like I said, I don't really take too much personal. Like, man, I was ready to fade my coworker and buy him lunch if he beat me up. Like,
right? Yeah, it's not that serious.
Like I don't really take too much serious. I think the psychedelics really help calm my nerves down and calm that inner voice down. Like, hey, bro, don't take things too personal. Don't take things too serious,
instead of always telling you to go get wild, go get active.
Like even like to right now, like I didn't get the fade. You know what I mean? I'm not mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's cool.
Hey, it's life. Excuse me.
Yeah, like you know, but yeah, I just learned to not take things too personal anymore. But I think like you said, people not being able to get my humor sometimes, they misinterpret that as depressive or whatever. And then like and then when I'm out, if I'm not constantly like in people's face like tap dancing, they assume that like
there's something wrong.
Yeah, they assume something's wrong.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some weird stuff going on out there in the world. Another deep question I feel like asking everybody. You remember when Mr. Fab came out with the joint, you can call heaven, who would you ask to speak to? God, Jesus, or one of your peoples? 60 seconds to talk. What would you say? You know, the joint. That question is deep because it lets people understand, you know, who's that one person that you wish you can talk to one more time? And if you haven't been asked that question before, I would love to ask you now, man. Who is that one person you can talk to that's no longer with us right now? That's not in this earth, not on this place. If you know what I mean, if you're not a believer of another, you know, conscious place that we take off to.
I'd probably talk to my dad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pops. That's what's up.
I think after my pops died, I was like really fascinated with like time travel. And it was literally only like the main reason was literally not to like get fame or fortune. It was like, oh, I just wanted to talk to my dad again.
Right.
But like I do get to talk to him like in dreams, I guess. Like I've been seeing him a lot more in my dreams. Like, and it's nothing major. Like he's not like, oh, big roles in the dream. But it's like, you know, like, oh yeah, I called him in this dream, or I asked him for something in this dream. Just like, oh, I asked him where the remote was in this dream or something like that. But like, yeah, I think if I could speak to anybody in the other realm in heaven or beyond, he believed in heaven, so I guess heaven. Yeah, I guess it would be my dad.
Damn, that's what's up, man. That's deep. That's a lot of people don't even think about that stuff, man. I try to take life serious, man, ever since I've realized how serious life is. And I think that the more we're able to enjoy life with each other and enjoy each day and each moment, I think life would be a lot better. There's let's say there's a chance that you got a whole bunch of money, a crazy amount of money. I'm talking about $1 billion type money. And the person who gave you this money said, before I give you this money, What are you going to do with this money? What can you prove to me that you can do with this money right now to help the people out? What would you do to help the people out? And you had no red flags on you. There was no government holding back or no one saying, oh, you can't create this or you can't do this. You know what I mean? Because there's been a cure for cancer for a very long time, but there's a red flag on that. Why? Cancer is a very expensive business.
Yeah, it's a lucrative business.
It's a very lucrative business. You know what I mean? So that's why we don't have a cure for cancer. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not. That's for me. Just giving you an idea to open up. You go as wild as you can with your imagination. You know what I mean? But what would you do to help the people out if you had the opportunity to?
For $1 billion, or if somebody gave me like Saudi money.
Pretty much. Well, you got $1 billion and you can do. You got $1 billion and you can do whatever you want to with this money. But before you start spending your own money, you got to help the people out first.
I don't know what I would contribute to the world other than art. Like yeah, it would have to be. I wouldn't want to do anything fake. Like say I want to cure world hunger.
Right.
Like
that ain't gonna
yeah,
cut
that
it.
can be done. That can be done today.
Mm-hmm.
We waste enough to cure world hunger.
Facts. 100% facts.
I guess solve the housing crisis.
Like homeless and all this, and taking care of people that's on the streets. Make sure everybody's got somewhere to stay. Make sure the housing ain't so goddamn jacked up.
Or allow people to stay where they want to stay. Like if people want to do tent living and they feel more comfortable in that environment, set legal places up where they can do that. Make legal regulations, but just there should be no reason why we have this many homes in America and this many homeless. So maybe solving the housing problem. And we have so much excess here, so much excess in the world. Like like
just sitting around.
Our problem isn't we don't have enough homes.
Right.
I mean, like there's enough homes. Like
there's a whole bunch of land.
There's enough homes to house every single person on Earth 45 times. Like it's the issue isn't not enough homes.
The issue is the structure that's behind it.
Yeah, capitalism.
Yep.
But I mean, I guess solving that issue, putting resources in. I don't know how I would exactly solve that issue. Like I wouldn't be able to just buy homes with $1 billion and just house every single person. But I mean, sounds nice.
Right.
But anything to, I guess, putting in programs and implement programs to try to solve the housing crisis.
That's dope. That's deep because a lot of people I don't think would even come up with that as an immediate.
I mean, I just noticed like in this past year how many people that I know personally like that lost their homes in San Jose either to like inflation or property taxes going up in the area. People not even being priced out of their own childhood homes now. So,
right.
And like they're not priced out and then like living on the street or anything, but their childhood homes are gone. The homes that they've raised their families in are gone.
Right. Right. So, the memories walking up and down the house and the hallways and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you look at like what San Jose community is like, it's online now. Like hardly anybody that's from San Jose actually lives in San Jose anymore. A majority of the community is either imports that came from other cities and were able to carve out a life for themselves here, or it's people that had situationships where we couldn't leave.
Yep.
And we stuck around.
Situationships.
Yeah, situationships.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all know nothing about that. Nah.
That's a San Jose love story.
Yeah.
A situationship.
Man, what's your take on the San Jose love life, man?
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh shit. Oh shit!
Oh, it's lovely, man.
Oh, wait, it is. Go ahead, tell us.
I think dating after 30 is just wild anywhere.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do it. Like dating after 30 is like being the last one at the buffet. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, tell it.
You know, everybody hands been in on it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, like you're gonna have to pick the best looking thing on the trays, and you're gonna have to make it do what it do on your plate. You know, because the restaurant about to close, they want to kick you out, and you need to get something in your stomach.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So that's San Jose dating.
Hey, man, I hope y'all picked up what my man was putting down right there, because that was the best way I've ever heard someone put it out. Man, that is cold game.
It's not all bad, you know what I'm saying? You might sometimes you might catch a little dessert that just came fresh out.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You might catch a little dessert that didn't know it was a dessert at first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't know it was a chocolate pudding or something, just needed to be whipped. Man. You know, we got some ugly ducklings that came out into the scene late. You know what I mean? And they were horrible. They look like Grimace in high school. You know what I'm saying? Then they had the glow up. Like what's crazy is like I went to my high school reunion just recently.
And some BBLs?
Nah, actually crazy. Everybody was actually natural there.
Okay.
From what I could tell.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in my graduating class making enough to go get a BBL. I don't think anybody in my high school
wasn't going down like that.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
It looked like everybody there came with their natural mama booties.
Right. Have you ever grabbed a BBL?
Not to my knowledge, to be honest. I might have. I wouldn't have even noticed, honestly. And you know what I mean? Girls be lying. I'd be like, is this natural?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this the one.
Oh, you know, so I don't know.
It's the one.
Oh, yeah, you got this for your man. You need to thank your mom. I don't know. I'm saying she's lying to me. I'm lying to her. You know what I'm saying? If it's real or fake, I'm gonna bust a real nut.
Period. Hey, that is about as real as it gets. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it at all. In my personal opinion, I've never felt one yet. But
I don't know but you know what? I probably have. I
just don't even know.
Yeah,
See, I'm not.
Well, I've been to Bali, and they have like those surgeries out there. So.
Oh, see, never know.
Like a lot of UK surgeons and American surgeons open their practice there because American tourists that like to come for like surgery tourism.
Oh, right. That makes sense because you got to stay out there for a little bit anyway, and it's cheap to stay out there. That's dope that you said that because that just brought me to literally in my next question. You've been in a lot of places, man. I've seen just from the nice few years that I've known you. All the dope places I've seen you post on your social media. Out of all these beautiful places that you've been to in your life, what is the most beautiful place that you've been to?
It's gonna be Bali. Like I sound like a broken record when I talk about that spot, and I've been a lot of places, but I can tell you, I haven't been a lot of places like that. Like I went to Bali because the ticket cost so much, not so much, but like the ticket was significant. It was like $1,500.
Right. Just to get all
the way over there. But man, when I got over there, I was a millionaire. Like, and I don't even mean that like, I felt like a millionaire. No, I mean like when I went to go pull money out of the ATM, it was $1 million.
Right.
Like, and I was like $1 million their money.
Yeah,
and like, big money. And I was balling out there. I'm talking like I've been everywhere. I've been to Hawaii, and I got the same experiences that I had in Hawaii for like a fraction of the cost in Bali. Like,
so Bali's the getaway place for people.
If you want to be if you ever want to feel like you're a baller, like not even just like you want to think it. And like I thought like, oh well, what if I want to take a helicopter ride? They're like, yeah, you know, for $87 we can take you on a helicopter ride all through Angkor Wat, and it's like this temple in Cambodia. And like you're like, yeah, we'll take you all through there, all throughout the jungle, and you can be able to take pictures, and we have this 360 sky cam.
What?
Yeah, and I was like,
$87,
bro.
It want like $400 to fly over the Grand Canyon.
Like even in Mexico, like prices aren't like that. Like I used to go to Mexico every single year with my family, and prices are crazy. Like prices are expensive in Mexico. You would think like, well, food is cheap, but like everything else is expensive in Mexico. Right. Like they know tourism is a big business, so they charge a lot. They charge like tourism is a big business.
Facts.
And then they scam a lot. Like Mexico has a hell of scammers.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, hell of scammers.
Yeah,
there was this. There's a scam going on where like you'll rent a jet ski, right? And then like you'll go and you'll have fun on the jet ski, and when you come back, the worker will take a piece out or like rip out a tube. And then, and then blame you. He'll try to start the engine. It won't start. He's like, "Oh, amigo, you broke my jet ski," and he'll tell you like, "Oh, you have to buy it," and he'll tell you the jet ski's $2,400.
Whoa!
And they'll have like cop sign on it too. They'll say, "Hey, if you don't have $2,400, you know, I need you to go to this ATM and pull out the maximum like $500, you know." And so like they already have a scam worked out with the police where they're like, "Yeah, you know, I can tell the police officer right here." They get a police officer involved, you know, and then you got to go pull out $500
and cash these people out.
Cash those people out. You know what I mean? Otherwise, the police officer's not going to let you leave.
Whoa, that's a super scam.
Yeah,
still trying to get over.
Oh, yeah. There's another scam where like you would go to like Walmart or like Target in like Puerto Vallarta or something like that, and then like the manager would approach you, like if they know you're American,
right?
Manager would approach you and they would say, "Hey, so we have rumor that there are people outside in some vans that want to kidnap you guys. And we can provide a police escort for $1,000, or you can take the risk walking on your own."
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to pay the police $1,000, or you risk getting kidnapped.
Kidnapped when you walk outside.
Walk outside, yeah.
Fucking, I'm risking kidnap, nigga. Let's go.
Yeah, honestly, like I did it. Right. I was sitting there like, oh yeah, so how much you said? 1,000? Yeah, we got like 700. Is that gonna be enough? They took the 700.
These dudes walk y'all out to your car.
Oh no, they
like somebody walk out to your car or something.
No, we walked there from the port.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we walked there. We walked there from the port. It was like the port was like two blocks away. So yeah, we were like moving targets. So yeah, we paid them to get back.
Damn. That's a scam.
Yeah, they'll be scamming.
Thank you for the 700.
Yeah, no, and you know what are you gonna do
now? If there is one thing that you wish people knew about you, or if there was one question you wish I could have asked you today, right here, right now, to end this off, what would that be? And then also, you slide us an answer after.
I think you were pretty thorough. I mean, oh, you know what? We didn't even get into no conspiracies today.
Oh man, we got time. We definitely got time.
Like
so we definitely got time.
The last time we were actually on a podcast together was about some conspiracy. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, I think you know, I think you and I always go down that rabbit hole.
I gotta roll a joint. We don't talk that shit.
And
you want to roll a joint for me, sir?
Yeah, I think we always go.
Shit.
I think we always go down that rabbit hole. We didn't get it. You know, today was kind of formal. You know, it's kind of
yeah. I just wanted to. So the beautiful thing is that I'll be playing with this video. This is my first time doing an interview with somebody by myself, doing all this by myself. I'm gonna try to do my best to whip this thing up, but
hey, if you need me over there a few more times, then we can get it right.
Yeah, off tops. Yeah, no,
you know,
we
can get it from different angles.
Off
you know what I mean, like
family.
different subjects.
No, this is gonna be
just it doesn't even have to come out. You can just chop it up how you know.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna chop this all up to where we'll have us a beautiful session of this. Since he's rolling that up.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get into any new conspiracies. I mean, flat Earth was a big one for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, what I heard is Hitler believed in flat Earth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I heard Hitler was a flat earther.
So I heard that Hitler was a flat earther, but the problem was that the person who was speaking that was turned out to be a shill later on. And a shill is CHILL. It just means someone who's controlling the narrative. It essentially just means a planet fucking agent, but you're not necessarily an agent because you're not being paid, you're not being compensated, but you are controlling a narrative, and you're doing it based on these people, for these people. You know what I mean? It's like you're a snitch for the company or something. Like you snitch for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but you're not gonna get paid more for snitching, or you're not gonna get nothing special.
You don't get no brownie points.
Yeah, you don't get nothing special's coming your way, guy. I mean, but that's what he was, and so I didn't really want to take that too much into, you know what I mean. But I did end up finding out a whole bunch. There was one moment where I started finding out a whole bunch of unique, smart individuals that were high professional rankings in different, you know, things in life, that they were flat earthers. And I was like, God damn, this is crazy. Like, why don't you guys talk about it? And it just kind of just always dawned on me. So a few of these people, I went out my way, messaged their
I think
Facebook.
A lot of people don't talk about it because they don't want to be shunned in the community or in their field of expertise, or you know.
Off tops.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people don't
Cancel culture is here, boy. Yeah. It's here, boy, and they ready to get your ass out of here if you say some wild shit.
That goes against their narrative or their world belief.
Did you ever dig into the JFK shit and the shooting? And
I tried to, like the Lee Harvey Oswald and the mafia might have had something to do because the guy who hit him the guy who shot Lee Harvey Oswald was from the mob in Texas. So JFK was a crazy one for me too. Like I watched this show called 6/22/70 something, or 69 or 68. It was basically about the JFK shooting, but it was a time travel piece. It was like this guy goes into this meat locker and in this restaurant, and every time he comes out, he pops up in 1962.
Ooh.
Or he pops up like the day of JFK's death. But every time, like, so if he walks out of the freezer and he walks back in, it's just the same. He starts off at the same time.
Same shit, no matter what. Damn.
Crazy concept, but like, they were even saying in that show that it wasn't even Lee.
No, definitely was not.
Yeah, they said it wasn't him.
Definitely was not. So,
and then like he was killed before he can even be questioned.
100%, 100 million.
And then the person who killed him,
body out there.
The person who killed him was killed.
Right. It gets so the rabbit hole gets real wild.
So many things too didn't go right for JFK. Like he didn't wear his body brace. He normally wears JFK normally wears a body brace.
Right. All presidents do.
Yeah. But with him, he had scoliosis, so he needed the body brace to hold him upright. If you see when his head bounces back,
whiplash.
Yeah, the whiplash. You can tell he wasn't wearing his body brace that day.
Yes, sir. So that is the biggest thing about the shooting, is the whiplash. I'm glad you pointed that out. People who have ever been around a shooting, you'll know immediately that, oh, this story is fabricated. Because if you've ever been around an actual shooting, especially like an up close shooting, it changes your perspective on any time you ever hear about a shooting or talk about shooting or shooting scenes, because you've actually experienced it. And the person who was in the passenger seat of that vehicle turned around, fired off inside the car to JFK. That's why his head whiplashed back. And that's why there's an exit wound in the back of his head bigger than the entrance wound that's in the front of his head. Because it was a direct shot right here. Now, another thing that you can also look into is when you're watching the video, you just take it for what it is. If there was a sniper, or as what they said, there's a guy who was on the 5th floor
in Dallas,
in two blocks up on Dallas, and took the shots. Boom, boom,
in a moving motorcade,
and on a moving vehicle that had just got done taking a turn.
Right after a turn.
The percentage of someone making this shot.
Who's that? Kyle?
Yeah, bro. This needs to be better than the best shooter on
that's
any
Chris Kyle. Is that Chris Kyle?
Like, bro, I don't know who. Any of you kids who play COD, Call of Duty, none of you niggas could do it. All you super Call of Duty kids,
none of you Fortnite kids,
none of you Fortnite kids, you couldn't do it. And we grew up playing GoldenEye, nigga 007. You couldn't make this shot, bro. This shot is not done on video games. It's definitely not getting done in real life. But anyway, when you reverse, when you go back to the moment and he gets shot and his head whips back, his wife is trying to exit the vehicle.
She got out.
Yes.
Yeah, she got out.
And if you notice, if you understand a shooting, and if you've ever been in a shooting, and if you've been next to a person who's been shot, your immediate reaction is to get the fuck away from where the shot came from. Yeah, where it came from. Not let's run towards where the shot came from. Let's not run towards where the bullets hit.
Yeah, because if it came from out of the motorcade, if it came from
behind you, exactly, you're gonna duck down or something.
Or, you're gonna get down. You're gonna get down in the car.
In the car, 100%.
You're gonna get down inside. You're not gonna jump out of the car. If it came from out of the car.
Not at all. Not a single second. So it was a super inside job what happened. But this all ties into what we just originally talked about, the flat Earth. He had to go to Rice University and make this huge speech about this company called NASA and why he needed all these Americans to give up 1/3 of their actual taxation to this company. And the American public were like, wait, hold on. That's a lot of money right now that we're giving up. And the president's like, well, we're going to be the first man to walk on the moon. And that man on the moon speech fucked him over because he was supposed to get a phone call from 269,000 miles away on something that is in orbit around our planet in the heliocentric model. That's the ball Earth model that we were all taught. My nigga, you can't get cell phone service in the fucking elevator right now. To a nigga in the building that you're in the building trying to go see currently.
Well, we broadcasted it in the moon.
But we in 1969 could have a phone conversation on the moon and broadcast it on live television for everybody to see.
Bro.
But if your ass go to the Santa Cruz Mountains right now and you try to call me, bro, I promise you're not going to get a hold of me. I promise you.
Bro, you can't even watch the Raiders home game if they don't sell out. But we can call each other from the moon.
But we can call each other from the moon in 1969. And ladies and gentlemen, let you know something. We have never been back.
And then we never went back.
We've never.
And then we're just like, we're good off of that.
And you want to know what NASA's official reason why we haven't been back yet? And you can go look this up, research it up.
Space junk.
Space junk.
Space garbage.
We don't have the materials. In their words, we don't have the technology to create something that can get us back to the moon. Because the technology in 1969 was so much more better than what we have today. It was so much more flawless. I mean, in 1969,
they're saying that we dump so much stuff up there that there's so much space debris that if we tried to go up there, that it would shred apart our aircraft.
Yep.
Which sounds hella convenient. You know what I mean?
It
sounds super convenient. You know what I mean? I remember like somebody asking like, "Hey, you know what's crazy is like, we have video footage of Neil Armstrong and Buzz getting off of the aircraft, but who set up the cameras?"
Period. Right. Put two and two together.
If that was the first man on the moon, who set up the cameras?
So the first man on the moon had been the camera guy. If there was someone who recorded these dudes getting off of the aircraft carrier, the spaceship. But you want to know what they did? They said
it says Stanley Kubrick was trying to tell us in The Shining that it was
100%.
That it was staged.
There is a documentary called Room 237 or 247 or 237. Whatever. When that little boy in the Shining was walking down the hallway and he walked to that room, the door, the number on that door.
The number
237. Whatever that number is on that door, though. But just look up Stanley Kubrick documentary on The Shining. and I'm pretty sure it's called The Room 237. It'll blow your fucking mind. Everyone in that documentary, no one in that documentary is a flat earther. No one's even a believer of either side. There's probably like 10 unique people who are in this documentary, and maybe about 4 of these people even, have an understanding on this concept or this topic. So they're like, hey man, I think he's trying to also say that he 100% filmed the moon landing. And they're not talking about flat earth or ball earth or nothing like that. They're just saying, hey man, he created the 2001 Space Odyssey. He was the only person with this technology and had the vision and the creativity to make something look like it's not what it isn't. He can make you believe you're seeing. Exactly. It's cinematic, bro. It makes you believe something that's happening that's clearly not happening. We see actors dying in movies all the time. These niggas are walking around in real life. This is a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Stanley Kubrick after filming that movie made something called Eyes Wide Shut. Eyes Wide Shut had Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, a couple other little whatever's. And it was about this what kids nowadays call the Illuminati. It was about this secret society who had these private parties and did wild shit with masks on, and was on some weird shit like weird shit, like on some Illuminati type shit y'all think is crazy and weird. He actually made a movie about it. And after that movie was made, that man randomly died. But not just randomly died, the FBI just randomly took all of his files and all of his information and all of his stuff. And his daughters, even to this day, are still trying to get all of his stuff back. They sued the FBI and won the lawsuit. Still haven't received shit.
I heard they took Nikola Tesla's stuff too. Man, after he died, I heard they seized all his research and everything. Yeah,
all the research, all the paperwork, all the stuff. Oh, you can prove that there's free energy, and niggas don't have to pay for electricity. Yeah. Nah, bro, all this shit got to come. We taking this. We taking get all of this.
Oh, death laser. Oh,
yeah, exactly. Oh, this shit. You shoot fire.
Oh yeah, I mean,
give us that. Give us that. He doesn't need that. No, real rap. No, for real. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of sickening, man. But the people that at that time though, but at this time and before they killed JFK, the CIA came out with this term called conspiracy theorists. Oh yeah. And it was literally designed to discredit any human being who said anything about the John F. Kennedy shooting.
Yeah.
Who had anything negative said about the president being assassinated.
They would picture people with the tinfoil head
and crazy and weirdo guy. And it's like, nah, man.
Crazy thing is like as time wore on and these conspiracy theorists started to come out to all these conspiracies came to light like as true. These tinfoil hats don't seem too crazy anymore.
Right.
All these little crazies don't seem too crazy when it starts to be true.
Facts, like
when we found out our president was spying on people. What was it, Project Applegate or Watergate?
Yes, sir. Oh, we can speak on it, man. They had so many operations that were so terrible, man. The one that sickens me the most. I don't know. There's so many of them. I ain't gonna say the most. There's a few of them. But if you look into like Operation COINTELPRO, I don't know if you know about that one, man, where they would
drugging people.
Yeah, bro, they would infiltrate anything that they want and everything that they want, whether it was music, whether it was the streets, the gangs, anything they wanted to. They would infiltrate that shit, bro.
They're saying that
and plant some shit.
They're saying Bernie Sanders was part of that COINTELPRO. He was
for MLK.
Yeah, for MLK, sleeper agent with MLK.
It's possible. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it lit. I never trusted Bernie Sanders. I don't trust none of them niggas.
I had some respect for Bernie when he first came out, just being new to the movement and new to everything. But then I started to see, how he moved, and like, nah, he's a professional politician. Like,
he's a period.
He's a professional politician.
He's a politician, you guys. He's not on our side, you guys.
Yeah, he's a professional politician.
Yeah,
he's the He's the sheep.
Period.
He's the wolf in sheep's clothing.
Period. And they bang blood and crip, but they just call it something different.
Yeah.
They're just
Republican and Democrat.
Exactly. And they still have the same colors. It's still blood and cuz.
Yeah.
You feel me? Period. Except they got different symbols. One is an elephant, my nigga.
I liked Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Andrew Yang. Just all his policies. Because with me, he wasn't a politician.
You just said, yeah.
Yeah, he was a working class citizen. His job, he was an economist. His job was to stimulate economy. His job was to go to, non-profitable areas and, stimulate the economy, create jobs see how they can create jobs within the place where they don't have jobs. I'm good.
Right. Yeah, no, I see.
Even coming up with like universal basic income, it was like, oh yeah. Just like how Alaska, they're able to tax on their game and wild, and they give their citizens revenue because of all the companies. Bumblebee Tuna has to pay the companies, has to pay the citizens because they're taking all the fish that their citizens could be fishing from, that their citizens need to be having access to. Since they're taking it and selling it to us, they need to share some of that profit with those citizens. Andrew Yang presented universal basic income, saying that we need something like that in places like the Bay Area. Right. What about all those tech companies that bring in tech workers that are making $20,000 a month, that, driving up property taxes and driving up food sales? Like in San Jose, we pay 15% more to eat than anywhere else in the country because our property taxes are higher. If you go on DoorDash, they'll even tell you, oh yeah, you're paying 15% more. It was like in just the area you're living in. If we have to pay, like, if I have to pay the same exact amount to eat as the guy who makes $20,000 a month and I make $2,000 a month, it's not fair when these companies are only bringing in those people. Google, Apple, Oracle, they're only bringing in these types of people now, but those types of people need gig workers. They need caretakers. They need people. They need burger flippers,
Right. Yeah. No, hey.
They need groundskeepers, but yeah, Andrew Yang is saying we need to tax Google. We need to tax Apple. We need to tax Oracle. We need to take all the money that they're using to bring all these workers to gentrify these citizens. We need to give these citizens some of that money back, just like how the game and wild sell to Bumblebee Tuna and all the other fish and game conglomerates in the game.
Right.
The companies that are taking our citizens' resources need to be giving our citizens money back. So Google's using us and they're, we get tested, we get beta tested on everything. All the new iMaps, Google Maps, all that gets opened up and rolled out in the Bay Area first. They see how we react to things, and then they open up on a world market.
Right.
They're basically studying us. We're human, but we're not paid to be studied because, we actually pay them
to utilize their devices and utilize their services. But in the grand scheme of it all, these motherfuckers making money based off of our data.
Yep. They said like data mining is going to be like the biggest business in the next 10 to 20 years.
Yeah.
Data mining is probably going to be the second largest business. They said like the first largest business would be like if somebody's able to like mine a star or like an asteroid or something for resources.
Oh God.
Yeah, they said that's when we'll have our first trillionaire, which is, I think we already have trillionaires. I think the Saudis are trillionaires. Like those oil conglomerates. They got shit in Rihanna money. You get shit in Rihanna's mouth. Like they got that kind of money.
Yeah. But at the same token though,
I think Putin has that much money. I think Putin's a trillionaire.
What? Well, the Rothschilds got that money.
Yeah, but that's a family that has to break that down.
I mean, ain't too many high up names on the list. I'm pretty, you know what I mean? But within a small 2 or 3 names, that's probably that amount of money though.
Yeah. But yeah, even with that old money, they're able to hide it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure the queen was a trillionaire, but they don't have to disclose their income because they're monarchies.
Right.
You know,
she got hidden gold under the. You feel me?
Oh man, I'm sure she got generation gold. She got African king's gold.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
you
what
know
I'm saying.
We've been looting for years.
Yeah, she got some special gold. And this is for a lot of people who know a lot of dope history stuff, but Mansa Musa had a lot of personal treasures that he was already like giving up as, you know, as in exchange.
Yeah, his pilgrimage.
You know what I mean? Like that's
he devalued gold for like the next 7 years after his pilgrimage because he gave so much away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he devalued the currency. You know what's crazy is
a lot of that.
They said that Mansa Musa's brother discovered America before Columbus.
That is a high possibility.
The Mali Empire, he took off with a fleet, and they said that he never returned, but there was evidence that he might have made it to the Americas.
So there's a lot of evidence that whoever was a part of the Musa connection definitely made it to the Americas, not just like North America or just South America. I'm talking about the Americas, both of them, and they were definitely bringing over whatever goods they had and coming to chill in with the settlers that were here. And I do not mean Indians, because that's India. Well, I'm talking about the settlers that were here. But anyway.
Well, even our indigenous, they were only called Indian by Columbus because he thought he landed in India.
Right.
You know, then we just picked up that name.
Yeah, and
you know, but yeah, they're actually indigenous. That. You know,
like, yeah, these are the Aboriginal people though. There's some of the Aboriginals that you feel me. They come from here. The oldest remains that were ever found were found in the Americas. The OOA theory that is super insane Darwinism, that was like when I ask people what came first, dinosaurs or Darwinism, and it throws them off. Wait, what? Huh? Well, right. Well, dinosaurs billions of years. Well, no, I'm serious. Answer the question because this is serious stuff. What came first, Dinosauria? Do you know what Dinosauria is, or did Darwinism come first? Because Darwinism made people believe that your progenitor is a monkey. The Darwinism is that weird shit where you got that weird ass evolutionary picture where evolution come up, just the idea of evolution. That's Darwinism. You know what I mean? A lot of this weird shit come from Darwin. Charles Darwin, him and his bro and his cousin Francis Dawn, they was out doing some wild experimental shit. This is when they weren't called paleontologists at the time and archaeologists at the time. You know what I mean? They didn't have these unique names. These were just explorers, adventurous ass niggas. You feel me? Dora the motherfucking backpack explorer ass nigga.
Expeditionist.
This is an expeditionist, my nigga. And he was a white guy. He was a gringo. He had the green pass because white dudes meant that they were Jesus blood at the time of Darwinism. This was holy blood. You better not touch this, white boy. You feel me? That's just what it was. But anyway, these niggas never ever went to Africa at all while doing this research of out of Africa theory. It blows your mind when people think that the motherland and the first human comes from a place where they all believe we come from, but they never went to Africa.
Yeah.
So when the OOA theory pops up, let that be known. And this is all information that's out there. This is not hidden, or this ain't like special knowledge that I've obtained because I just know a thing or two. No, this is special knowledge that we all can get. This is free information. So when I tell people, hey, your progenitor ain't no monkey, I mean it with like a seriousness. There's humans that were here, and these humans lived amongst humans. You know what I mean? There was not like a monkey and then a troglodyte and then a Neanderthal and then
Homo erectus.
What you feel me?
Homo
like
erectus.
Homo erectus, you feel me? And then Homo sapien, and then like it did it, and whatever the progression is, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know that it's flawless. It's flawless. It's like, oh my God, this is amazing. We love this. And there's all this information because Darwin made this information flawless. He made it perfect. He made it to where no one's gonna really ever look up and check us. We're white boys. But these are high-ranking Freemasons who had an agenda. And all their information that they did do was documented. And none of their documents state that they ever went to Africa
to conduct this research.
To conduct the research that proves that we actually all come from Africa and
some primate in Africa.
And exactly. There's some fucking primate dude hanging and dangling from a fucking tree. That's my goddamn progenitor.
Yeah.
You lost my gut. Get out of here. Well, it's weird as fuck.
You know, also like so modern man's been around for, we can say, about 12,000 years. That's trackable, right? So you mean to tell me in those 12,000 years we haven't recorded a ape turning into a man? You said that's what happened, right?
Right.
We waited 12,000 years and it hasn't happened not one time since our existence. We've never sat at the zoo and be like, that motherfucking ape just turned into a man.
100%, because it doesn't work like that. And we don't see
that ape's children turning into men.
Right.
We've seen apes being captive. We've seen apes being treated as human, like raised as human. And we've never seen them.
Yeah, no, the sad part is there's a whole bunch of apes and monkey like living things right now on this planet. Completely 100% agreeable. But then there's this amazing, the greatest creation of all creations, the human being. There is us. How come there's no more of those other fucking things inside of this Darwinism theory? And now we still have all these monkey things for show. But on all these other little things inside of this picture of monkey turning into man thing, where the fuck are these things at right now? Where are all those things in the middle at?
Right.
Where the fuck are those things at? Because there's a whole bunch of these things at the end of the list.
And at the beginning.
And at the beginning of the list, there's a whole bunch of these things. But
we don't have anything.
We don't have that's things in the middle ain't here no more.
So that was an interesting fact that was brought up. I watched this Neil deGrasse Tyson speech one time where he was talking about the humans might have to, like, modern human had to have been some sort of design, because if you look at how many fish are in the sea, there's not just one fish in the sea, right? And it's not just one type of fish, right? There's over 20,000 fish, but it's all called a fish, right? There's like 20,000 species of fish, but it's all called a fish. You can go and see there's 14,000 different species of lion, feline cat. There's like 12,000 different species of dolphin, but it's all considered dolphin. How come there's only one type of species of human? We're the only thing on the planet that doesn't have another species. We have races. We have races in other subregions, but so do other animals, but they have whole other species.
Right.
But man is the only one that is.
There's a whole bunch of cats.
Single
There's
species.
A whole bunch of dogs.
Yeah. 2,000 different dogs, but they're all a dog.
Right. It's a dog.
They're all dogs, but they're all different types of dog. Like a Chihuahua and a Terrier and a Pit Bull are not going to be the same dog, but they're going to be a dog.
Facts.
But like the same thing with humans, like we're still, like, on a molecular level, we're the same. We're human.
Yeah.
We might be different race, might be from different ethnic background, but it's human. We're not a different species.
That's deep. Yeah. I mean, I've always put two and two together, but that was one thing I ain't never put together.
Yeah, like we're not a different species. Even like the opposite sex, that's not a different species. That's the same species, just a different gender.
Yeah, because that's where I was thinking about. The only thing I was thinking about, but you just took it out of my head. I was gonna say, well, there is a woman that motherfucker bleeds once a month.
Same species, but it's a different gender.
Yeah, really human. Yeah,
I just saw this thing about how female seahorses impregnate male seahorses. Oh, I was devastated. I was like, man, So
Hold
male
up.
seahorses get pregnant. Yeah, male seahorse are the only the only male in nature that gives birth. The male birth is the seahorse.
Hmm. That's
Yeah,
some weird fucking shit.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, I think what happened was the scientists mixed the genders up
Fuck that one
and
off.
fucked it off, and like, oh well, yeah, well, this is the only species that does that.
Yeah, and just leave it.
And they just left that. It was like, yeah, nobody questioned that.
Mm.
That's the male, that's the female. I was like, but that one's pregnant. I said what I said.
Now, when it comes to biblical knowledge, do you believe in any of the stories from biblical scripture?
Yeah, that's crazy. I have like a weird thing with Christianity for sure, because I grew up Christian, so I have like a weird thing about the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, like
for instance, just for instance, Noah's Ark is the big story, but do you understand there was a huge flood and what happened before the whole, why we have a Noah's Ark? Okay, so so I'm just giving you the Christianity verse. So I'm just saying Noah's Ark, that would be the Christianity of it. But you understand that there's 20, I think it's like 2,400 religions known as right now to men, and almost every single one of these religions has something like this.
Have a flood story.
And it was either the flood or the deluge or something of that
reset,
nature. You reset, you know what I mean? Do you believe in this reset, the deluge, the flood?
Yeah. It's actually been proven. They found fish fossils in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
It's actually been proven. We've had, world-ending events that's been done this, and actually, like where Samoans come from, they believe that we're like people of the sea, that we came out of the sea after these floods. So after the earth was flooded, we came up out of when these islands started popping up.
Right.
We came up out of these floods.
That's deep. I didn't never know that. I know a lot of
same thing with
people.
Same thing like with Navajo. They believe that they're people of the earth, and Polynesians people. It's the same saying, but they say of the sea. So the Navajos believe the same thing, that they, after the great flood and the waters receded, they came up out of the earth. We believe that we came up out of the sea, and it's. I believe that there was a flood. Science has already proven that there was a flood.
Yes.
Maybe even multiple floods. It might not have been just one. Like there might be There might have been flooding in different regions for different years.
Yep.
Just depending on the way the earth rotates and shit like that. So yeah, I do believe that there was a flood. I saw Noah's Ark explained pretty cool one time. A scientist was saying that Noah's Ark might have been real, but it might not have been a physical thing that we're thinking about. It might not have been like this giant ship where Noah went and gathered like 2 of each animal and got them in the ship. It might have been like human splicing or splicing. It might have been like a gene bank. He might have been just collecting the genome, DNA of each of these to be able to repopulate when he comes out. I don't think that. I think the Bible speaks in parables, and it always speaks metaphorically. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't think it was talking about like an ark and housing all these ships, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, no. This is speculation. This is speculation. No one knows.
Yeah, we don't.
Know.
I don't think we even have the resources on Earth right now to be able to house 2 of each animal on land. So I don't know how somebody would be able to do it, on an ark, on a ship. Yeah,
that's insane.
But like even like when we see like space things, where they talk about like an ark ship, they always have like a gene bank. They always have like because they know that they can't take every single human. On an ark ship, they're gonna have to take the genes of humans. To recreate. They might just take my nut. To space, and hey, that'd be dope. I'd be like, dude, I busted in space.
Take it.
I got space babies, bro.
This man. Do you think that Do you think that we will ever live to see what our parents was talking or our grandparents were talking about? Flying cars. Do you think we'll ever live to see that crazy shit or no?
I think we have them.
Think we already had that shit?
Yeah, I
They
think
just
we
not
have.
giving it to
I think
folks.
we have them. I think technology's been stagnated.
Or they've been hiding, you think it's just been hiding it
Yeah,
more
like,
so, or just like stagnated as in
yeah, I think
it's not
they haven't.
moving?
Yeah, they haven't figured out a way to charge for it, or they haven't figured out a way to commercialize it enough. But even like right now, like with flying cars, like we would still have to figure out laws behind that. Like we still don't even have full FAA laws figured out. You know, like
Right.
pilots can be up there drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like pilots don't get drug tested.
Nope.
You don't need to be sober to be a pilot. Actually, you don't need to be sober to fly that plane. I saw that. I learned that in a Denzel Washington movie where like he was like high off a blow, and he was like able to land this plane to where it saved everybody on the plane.
Yeah.
And then they like ran like airplane simulations, and every single pilot that ran the simulation killed everyone. But then like they let him run it again on coke, and he did it, and they were like, yeah, yes.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know.
You were safe. That's real. That's crazy. I mean, ain't no rules of the roads out there. Ain't no road. Fuck it. Ain't no rules of the air like that.
But like if they had flying cars, there would have to be rules like aviation, more aviation rules. People don't follow road rules as is. Like aviation rules is going to be hard. You know, I think the only thing holding people back from stuff like flying cars are people itself.
No, I can dig it. My pullback is they're not gonna give us flying cars. Not at all, especially not in our lifetime at all. But what is gonna happen in our lifetime, if we live to be, some real OGs, they're gonna stop our ability from driving cars.
Oh, it's autonomous vehicles.
Yeah, like it's gonna be. It's gonna be.
They already.
It's gonna be it by maybe around the time my kid have kids. It'll be right around that time.
Anytime, hey grandpa, do you need a lift? And they're gonna call one to just pick us up. It's gonna be just a car gonna pull up.
Right.
Nobody and I think that the thing behind it is they're gonna use car fatalities to try to take away our driving rights.
Yeah, all time. 10,000 DUIs annually in this
they're going to use
alone.
that. They're going to use that. There's going to be the laws. They're going to use the leverage. I'm pretty sure it's going to take a while. Like certain states, certain regions are still going to allow manual driving and stuff like that. But I can see that happening within our near future. I'm not really going to fight it. Like I love driving. I love driving old school. But I mean, if it came to where like they were like, oh yeah, well, so you'll have something else drive you around, I wouldn't really fight it. I wouldn't be happy about it either. I wouldn't be ecstatic about it.
Okay.
But I wouldn't fight it either just because I went like 3 years where I wasn't able to drive myself.
Right.
And I saw like how beneficial that might have been in somebody of my case. Maybe like there's somebody who's not able, there's handicaps, there's elders that might need that service. I think that maybe manual driving should never be taken away from the people that are able and willing to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, lawmakers are never going to leverage that. They're going to leverage the DUIs. They're going to leverage the car fatality. They're going to use all those laws to make it illegal.
Regular accidents, freeway accidents.
Regular accidents.
People hitting motorcycle
fender
guys,
benders,
hitting runs.
They might even outlaw motorcycles. Like they're going to just treat us all like presidents. No more driving, Damn,
you think they might take the motorcycles away from us?
Yeah.
I don't think they were. I honestly think they were going to literally let us keep having the motorcycles, but you have to have like a strict rule, and the strict rule is to keep your hands on the handlebars. I
think motorcycles will probably be one of the first to go. Just because they don't have as much protection as you do as you were in a vehicle.
Right. They're gonna make it a safety reason why they're taking our driving away. They'll bikes take you off the street. Yeah,
they'll take the bikes off the street first.
Yep, bikes first.
I mean, first the guns, maybe take the guns off, take the guns away, and then take the bikes, and then the cars. I don't think there's any real malice to it. Like, I guess it's just society moving and progression. I could see where like people like us, where we're used to doing our things independently all the time.
Right.
We're not used to just autonomously giving up our location to an AI to send into the cloud somewhere to come send us an Uber and a Lyft to get to where we need. But I honestly think like right now, we've already submitted to AIs.
Right.
I think we're already I think we're already ruled by everything we do is ruled by AI. Like, I lived right here down the street and I still needed a GPS to get here, you know, like, and I grew up right here.
Right.
You know, like, so I think like, AI is just not ruining, but ruling our lives. I think we already like, if I want to know what the best restaurant to eat is right now, I'm going to look on Google. Yeah. I'm going to look on Yelp. You know, I'm going to trust an AI to tell me what's good. I'm going to look at the reviews and I'm going to look at all those reviews on there to tell me if it's good or not. And that's going to be the deciding factor, whether I'm going to try this spot or I'm going to eat there or not. You know what I mean? Like, I think AI is very much intertwined in our lives. I mean, we have AI assistants right now. Like, you know, I'll hit Siri right now for any stupid little question I got.
Off top.
You know, I'm gonna hit Siri. I'm gonna hit Siri to ask her any dumb little question or set up an alarm for tomorrow. Oh shit, Siri's over here. Listen, look at Siri over here.
That bitch Siri, what's up? What's your name?
Have you ever asked Siri if she can rap?
Yeah, man. I've been playing games with her, man.
Oh man,
I don't play with her no more.
Oh man, because some of those be going down the rabbit hole, bro. So, yeah. I'll be like, man, you might ask Siri something and it might unlock a portal somewhere, bro. Like,
got you feeling sick now.
Yeah, iOS portal.
Have you? I haven't fully looked into the purge law. Yeah, have you looked into it yet?
No, yeah. Honestly, I saw that and I thought it was a meme joke thing.
Right.
And then I was like, bro, is this real?
Yeah, no, it's a real deal. So I've already watched 2 videos so far, but one of them is someone who represents the police. I don't know if he's the police chief or commissioner of that police district or something. Man, when I tell you this dude came out there and started talking about it, he made me more open and happy about the idea. And I hope they do that shit. And let's see how it works. I think it's gonna probably help slow down the slaughtering that's been going on in Chicago. I think that a lot of the slaughtering that does go on in Chicago happens from a couple of reasons. Honestly, I think there is some COINTELPRO shit going on. We were just talking about earlier, where the government's sending agents in, shooting shit up and causing issues, and then, you know, and just putting bad words out. I heard
OGs from Chicago talking about how they would be walking down an alleyway and just find crates of guns.
Yeah, off tops.
Like they said, the government was dropping guns off in the hoods.
Yeah, off top.
Even like Cabrini Projects was getting guns.
There's no way it's going the way
they said. Like,
down the way
bro. Like brothers was talking about, like, yeah, bro. Like, how many brothers have military issue weapons like these?
Right.
Like, we don't just got this right here at the corner gun store. Like,
where'd you get this?
Where did we get this?
Where'd you get exactly? You didn't go get this. This ain't normal.
Yeah, and like these are $4,000-$5,000 guns. Like, these are people that can't even pay their rent, don't even have enough gas to get to work this week. How are they supposed to afford these?
Right. Put 2 and 2 together. So I think by opening up this purge law out there in Illinois, in Chicago area most in particular, there's other few cities out there that's pretty bad too, but Chicago is just terrible. I think it's gonna help save a lot of lives.
LA, man, LA is taking rappers. We just seen like PNB Rock at the Roscoe's, man. Like,
yeah, man, I know we into this conversation now, man. He's under this record label called Empire.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
Empire just so happened to this whole year, within the last 12 months to 24 months, a lot of they head rappers have been getting smoked.
So let's talk about this. I know there's a theory, talking about like Empire gets, life insurance and stuff like that, or they have rights.
I don't know
what
that is. Yeah, I don't know about that. Go
ahead. But yeah, a lot of people do bring that up about Empire having a lot of artists, XXXTentacion, Young Dolph. there are a lot of artists on Empire that decide or that have been murdered in the last couple of years, but there's a reason. You know, a lot of those rappers, they're not, you know, they're not dance rappers. They're not club rappers. These are street dudes.
Yeah,
these are street dudes.
Right.
Another thing, they're not, because they signed to Empire. Empire is not a major label. Empire is not Bad Boy. Empire is not Rockefeller. Empire is not a major record label where they're gonna make sure that you have Wakandan security guards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Empire is a distribution label. Empire is, okay, I'm gonna give you the bag, and the Empire is gonna give you the rope, and you can either climb with it or hang yourself with it.
Right.
If you want to spend that money on your studio time and your security detail and all that, you fully, because you're independent, that's why people go to Empire, because they let you run your program. If these guys were on major labels, like real labels,
right,
that none of that shit would have flown. Like PNB could not be at Roscoe's by himself. He would have to be escort, or he would be at the room, and the label would be like, "Yeah, we'll send somebody with you. We'll send somebody with you." Right. Because with Empire, they let you manage your own thing. They let you run your own program, and they have a lot of street artists that manage their program, and that's the reason why Empire is so attractive, is because they let you do your thing. They let you spend your money. They let you spend your money how you want to spend your. They don't say, well, we booked you at this studio and it's booked at this rate. We booked you with this engineer. It's booked at this rate and this photographer. Nah, Empire gives you the bag, and they're like, here's your budget. Let us know what you can do with it. The budget that they give you, though, will determine, like, how your success with that budget determines if they give you another budget, if they get you for another project. So that's why, like Empire, like, has a lot of artists that are dying, because a lot of these artists don't have real security details. There's the homies, like with Draco. Draco didn't have real security. He had the homies around him, you know, and they're slipping, you know, like,
you gotta be ready.
Yeah, they're not, you know, they're there thinking, oh, well, security got it, but no, bro, you're security.
Yeah, you are security, because Buddy got the money.
Yeah,
I remember when they smoked, when they did Nipsey, man. I don't know if you've seen the video. Did you see the video?
I couldn't watch it, bro. I couldn't watch it. I've seen like after footage, you know, like the scene, but I could have watched that video, bro.
Conspiracy theorist, crazy man, tinfoil hat man that I am, I had to watch it. I watched it probably like 20 times to keep analyzing it. And after my 20th time, then I learned every single thing I've ever needed to learn in my entire life. And Nipsey was assassinated 100%. The story of just whatever, you know, some ex-Crip was in the store and was told he can't be there because he was a snitch or what. That's so fat bullshit. That's so bull fucking shit. But, you know, people believe whatever, and, you know, people still believe in Santa Claus. So, hey. But anyway, with that being said, the way the shooting went down 100% let me know, oh, this was super duper setup. And this guy was not no fake, just street thug shooter. This was a killer of extreme high order. I'm talking of the highest order. Was it Eric Holder, the guy they have? I don't believe so. Maybe. I don't believe so. This was somebody that they planted out there, they put out there in the hood, and it was time to get him. He tweeted out the day before that, or 2 weeks before he got killed, it's good to have strong. It's good to have strong enemies.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
You know what I mean? And when you tweet some weird shit like that out, like it's kind of weird. And he's not talking about strong enemies like he talking about no Bloods or Crips or no gangsters on the street. He's talking about something way bigger than his street shit. He been on some shit way bigger than street shit. You know, a couple years before he left this place. But when bruh came out the corner. If you understand that parking lot in that area, he could have shot from the corner of the building. He never even had to walk over. He could have just aired him out, you know, and for sure got some shots off. For sure hit Nipsey. He's standing outside right there. You could have for sure definitely got at least one or two off, but that's not what was going on. He walked up walked right up to the what you just said. These people supposed to have homies, supposed to have niggas with guns that's ready. He walked up to these two random dudes who were standing on the side of the car. Gunshot to the head. Boom, boom. Next dude, boom. Gunshot to the head. He like quick. And within a quick second, already had the gun at Nipsey and hit him two or three times. Nipsey fell and he ran away from the scene. You don't do this. Like this, again, a part of being at a shooting and a part of being at a shootout and a part of understanding how it goes when the moment's going down. Because I've been in too many of them. I've been shot myself. I just understand how this works. You don't do what this man did. After taking them shots, he ran off and ran past 3 cars. It's like maybe a 7 or 8 car parking lot. He ran past 3 cars. Something or someone gave him a signal with the So he ran back in between. And so instead of like stopping and just turning around,
he ran back.
He ran in between the cars and then ran back up the sidewalk where the buildings are and came right back out where he just shot those first 2 guys and stood over Nipsey and shot him 2 or 3 more times. And then kicks him.
Went to finish it, yeah.
And the kicking him part was right when I saw that, I said, oh man, it took me like I said, I watched it 20 times. It took me about 10 times to watch it to say, oh, okay. These are the people who assassinated Martin Luther. These are the same people who took out Pac. But these are also the same people who took out John Lennon. But these are also the same people who took out JFK.
I think I seen
these are the people, like, you know what I mean? Like, these are, I'm not talking about no regular, the way he was killed. And then the guy, after kicking him, runs back again. And instead of, like, this is where it gets like even crazier. Instead of running back down the hall, like the open way of the parking lot, he cuts back in between those cars again. And he drops the gun into the window of a white car. The white car's in the 3rd parking lot, the 3rd parking spot of this parking lot. When the police finally shows the helicopter view of the parking lot, and the one that you can Google right now, you'll notice that there's not a single car right there in that 3rd spot. That was where that white car was at in the video from the Shell gas station. I saw the video from the Shell gas station. That's the video footage I'm talking about. And it blew my mind when I seen it.
So the car was gone in other footage?
So no, so in the original footage, the car's there. But once the police show up and the body's off and into the, you feel me? And once you start seeing the female, there's like the one that had like 8 million views, the female who's standing outside and, oh, they shot Nipsey. They really shot Nipsey, man. And they was carting him off. Once they was picking him up and carting him off, she was just sitting there crying and stuff. You don't see that car right there. So once Nipsey was shot and killed, before the police and everyone got there, that car was out of that parking lot. That was the same car that the shooter ran around first time and realized, oh shit, I fucked this one up. And came right back out and then ran back out to the car, through the car to shoot him again, just to run back up. And, excuse me, these people are being assassinated. I don't know too much about this dude who just got killed at Roscoe's, but we're under the narrative currently that he was killed and he was robbed. He was being robbed. Yeah. And they killed him. Yeah. I just seen a video of this man lying on the floor, dying, taking his last breath. Did you see that video?
I saw someone post it. Again, I couldn't watch it.
Couldn't watch it.
Yeah,
so
I couldn't watch it.
I said it's sick to say I'm morbid. I'm not that morbid, but at the same time, I need to have more content. I need to have more so I can have a better understanding. My man is laying on the floor with like 3 chains on his neck.
Yeah, I think because like I grew up on like Rotten.com. Used to watch like
seen
cartel beheadings. Yeah,
like, super sick shit.
Yeah. I think I just like desensitized myself to where I'm like, yeah,
I'm cool to see it now.
Yeah, I think right now, like, I think seeing stuff like that would really affect me now, like,
Compared to when you were, yeah.
Yeah, compared to when I was younger. I think when I was younger, I was like, oh, yeah, I could watch all this all day. Now, like, I would see something like that, and it'd probably mess with me all day, you know?
Yeah, no, it does mess with you. It definitely does mess with you seeing that. But the man has chains on, so I don't know about the whole robbery thing.
Yeah. Why would you, you know? But I did see in the report that some property was taken off him, but it didn't say what. But I mean, how far are you gonna get if you took his chains? I mean, like, you're not gonna be able to pawn those. You're not gonna be able to melt those down. You're not gonna be able to do anything with it. They'd be pointless if you take them. Cash, maybe you can do cash. You can do something with cash.
Let someone else deal with the headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was some wild
Like
shit,
with jewelry, you're gonna need a higher offense. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was something to throw out there. A lot of this shit is wild, man. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down, man. We'll do this again. I just had to get this thing started, you know what I mean? Had this thing going, definitely. Man. I'll be able to edit all this dope shit, man. How can people find you? What is the best way for people to find you?
Can't.
That's right.
I mean, I'm on Instagram, Uce Hefner, at Uce Hefner.
Hey, I'm gonna post it somewhere around here.
Yeah. Nothing major going on over there right now. It's just like snippets of my life, snippets of my recovery right now. So.
Yes, sir. And you're walking.
Yeah, I'm up and walking and moving. Yeah. Not too many people see me when I wasn't walking, but yeah, you were definitely one of those people.
Yes, sir.
I think I seen maybe like a total of like 7 people. So yeah. So you were definitely one of those people.
And look at you now.
Yeah, up and moving. And every time I seen you, it was I seen you actually a week before your birthday.
Yep.
And
lied to give me drinks.
Yeah. Oh man, that lady was that waitress was messing up mimosa and on Monterey, bro.
Yeah,
like,
what's wrong with her?
Man, she was high.
On one. Yeah, she was on one.
She was on one, bro. She came over to work. She came to work high, hung over, dropping water.
Yeah, too much.
Oh man.
She needs a hug. Lady needs a hug, man. But it is what it is. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Now I get to walk off. Thank you, another day or